is Outlaw 58D, and today I'm deleting that the fact that I missed Tuesday's live stream. Let's make currently working on getting some races won. Uh, uh, of course, it wants to go to shit right now. Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient enough to support the stream. I had a train of thought going. I don't know. I have fucking lost it, but hope you all are enjoying this wonderful Thursday. I know I am with the current weather outside. This last week it's been cold and damp. I live along the west coast in Oregon, to be exact, because it's a lovely state. I ain't saying move here, but make it an option, because man, it's doing a lot better than those on the East Coast.
I sent a picture of my face just being so he's like, did you debt collect RC cars or something? I'm like, he has an addiction. He's like, I used to go to the track and play with RC cars. And I put down the phone, I walk in here, it's like, what the what is
Tell him that we race over at the Yamaha shop.
And I told him my dad has been racing them since I was 5, and I went there so much. And so now I'm waiting for a response. Who you talk to?
The stream.
The stream?
Your boy streaming.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Bitch. Oh,
Tell him where.
That scared me.
Tell him where we race.
It did.
Ruh-roh. Anywho, back to what I was saying, guys. Well, I don't know what I was saying, actually. But I do have a link down below in the description to my crew. If you want to race with me, join the crew. It should be an open crew. I'm going to check right now. Should be. If it ain't, let's open it up. Let's see. Edit crew. Shouldn't be an invite only, but let's check it. Yeah. So the crew is open right now. You guys can join whenever you want. So yeah. So earlier, as I said, I started streaming. So I was trying something out, and seeing if I could use a Jesus Christ, that swears. But I was trying to see if I could use a webcam, try and get a face cam in here. But yeah. Hey, looks like we got somebody who joined. So we're gonna leave it like this for a little bit. Or actually, if I just start it now, he starts racing and I just fucking take off. Boom. Easy claps, boys. But this is, we are on the track Dockyard Autocross. Check out the dude. Check out the creator on YouTube. I'm not a direct sponsored by him. I do not directly know him or her. Sorry. But this track is made by Opal Falcon. Check them out on YouTube. And I'm going off of the description of the job. But yeah, they made a really good track. I personally love this track because it has a bit of everything. He doesn't have everything. Well, actually he does have everything unlocked. Fuck. So, yeah. Hearing some other than this. X80 Proto. Doesn't look upgraded. Mind you, this car has stock brakes on it, the stock engine. Only things upgraded on it are the transmission and turbo. Oh, it's kind of choppy going through there. But this course has a little bit of everything into it. It's got a late apex, chicane, high-speed turns, hairpin from a straight. You know, it's got everything. It's not too bumpy, so it's a nice and even course. You're still gonna have a little bit of a disadvantage with a bunch of the newer cars. So pretty much from Southern San Andreas Super Sport Series and on. And later than that update, cars aren't as good, won't be as good on this track. But this car will dominate the track because of its insane amount of traction. I haven't had this car for... This is pretty much my first supercar that I've raced. And this car has so much traction. Car is really good. I'm gonna provide a little bit of background, guys. So, for those of you who do not know, my very first YouTube name was MC Master, and at the time I was in love with Minecraft, but again, I was a fucking 9-year-old playing Minecraft. Normal. Then I changed my name to Sniz Racer. Now, Sniz Racer was my very first clan gamer tag. I was the racer in my clan, made by a friend of mine on the PS3 platform. Pretty much founded in not Grand. Ugh. Let's see. I lost my train of thought, guys. But I was in the Sniz clan, still pretty much am, but I do not have Call of Duty, on this current console. My PS3, of course I have Call of Duty. I have Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. And in all honesty, I'm gonna be sticking with the Black Ops series. I'm not a fan of... I'm not the biggest fan of Infinity Ward games. I really haven't tried them though, so don't get mad at me. It's like, ooh, you don't like MW2? Whatever, shut the hell up. I haven't played the game before, so yeah. I was Sniz Racer for the longest while, was the #1 racer in the clan, and stuck with the clan for a very long time. I was always true to the clan, not the KKK, don't fucking take that wrong. But I was true to my clan, and, you know, every one of us, we all had mad respect for each other. On Black Ops 2, we were pretty good. We were all pretty good snipers. There was always a better sniping clan phase. And pretty much had a pretty good time on there. But for the longest time, yeah, I was Sniz Racer. And I decided I need to change my gamer tag. I need to change it for when I get a PS4. I was thinking about my gamer tag for a long and hard time. And I was thinking, I probably shouldn't stick with Racer. Because that's all it's going to sound like I do is race, 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 race. But I play both racing games and first-person shooters. Fortnite can go suck a dick. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Fortnite. I find it more fun to watch. I do occasionally get on the game, but you won't see me stream it whatsoever. But and I was thinking with Sniz in front of it rather than just a name. And I was like, okay, that's not sounding right. No, that don't sound right. And about a couple months ago, there was this event that we called the Oregon Outlaw RC Speed Week, or Speed Series, Oregon Outlaw Speed Weekend, some like that. I can go check my trophy. And my class is the buggy late model class. It is one of the fastest classes that you can find on Dirt Oval. Mind you, these are 1/10 scale, except for the modifieds. They're 1/8 scale, but 1/10 scale buggy late model. And it's pretty much what it is. You take a normal two-wheel drive buggy chassis, stick a late model body on it, you good to go. Of course, there's so many more rules to go on it, but I'm not going to get into full detail unless I am asked that question. So let's see. I wanted to think, chopping up this train of thought. So for this weekend, me and my dad participated in this World of Outlaw style race event. So there are 2 oval tracks currently in oval, and there's going to be a third one within the coming months. There's one here in Cottage Grove called Cottage Grove RC, or Cottage Grove Yamaha and Husqvarna. That's the business name. Find the directions to that, and you pretty much have the oval track as well. And on Facebook, it's Cottage Grove RC Oval Raceway. We have races every Friday nights and whatnot, but not going to get into full detail. There's also a track down south in Roseburg called Roseburg Outlaw RC. It's this barn. It's in this barn. Ton of fun going there, and the atmosphere is great. But not well. So the 2 tracks, Cottage Grove and Roseburg, we both decided we were gonna hold a speed weekend, or a speed weekend event, while a bunch of guys from up north, from Skagit, Washington, those guys from Skagit know that, heard a lot about Cottage Grove and Roseburg, and that they're both well established venues for oval racing. So yeah, we were gonna make it a pretty big event out of it. So these guys were gonna head down south from Skagit, Washington to here in Cottage Grove and race the Friday night as if it were one of our club nights, pretty much. So it's like, all right. And then they were going to head down south, even further south after Friday night's race. Saturday morning, wake up at the butt crack of dawn and hit Roseburg up. So, all right. This could be pretty good. We ended up having over 50 entries at both tracks. It was nuts. It was the biggest amount both tracks have had. And in Cottage Grove, well, not in Cottage Grove, we have bigger turnouts, but it's been the biggest turnout we've had in a long time. Like a really long time. So we had this event. Friday night, I did my normal class of buggy late model. I completely dominated the field with a couple of bigger names. One of them being the former owner of the facility itself, and I ended up lapping him in a race, in the race, and it's like, okay, my car is working good tonight. So the next morning, we head down to Roseburg. I was feeling pretty good about myself for winning the previous night's race by a long shot. Oh, I'm gonna win this. this thing, not even upgrade, could beat all those cars unupgraded. Oh crap. So I got a good run Friday night and went to Roseburg Saturday morning. So I had a pretty good. So Saturday morning, I was feeling pretty good, but put myself in a position because it was a motocross style finish that we did. So let's say I finished first Friday night. Well, this guy finished second place. Well, let's just say this guy finished first place Saturday morning at Roseburg, and I finished right behind him in second. Well, he would get the overall win. That's how it would have been. So I put myself in the predicament to where I had to win Saturday's race. And so here's how the day went on. I did pretty good. The thing is, my opponent that had to finish first to win the overall of the 2 days, he showed up, but he was in a different. He drove in a different class, and that was Outlaw Sprint, which is open sprint pretty much open sprint. So instead of racing with me for both days, he raced with me once, and that got me the overall win.